Color TV. Color TV machiegni pacho. Ma e odwa. Ineno Color TV. Color TV machiegni pacho. Ma e odwa.
Ageno ni rio makare kendo iikore yono mano maradimba mar yudo weche manyien mago mag ng'end weche mana kaka nasingo ni komolo kanyo sa adek tabiro duoka kod weche mago manyien mag ng'end weche ma ikinde ma wayude weche maket koda mano gin weche go mowuok achiel kachiel mesawa mano mar kawo weche manyien e log tich marwa mar mabende yudore e chuny boma ma Kisumo e kar dak mano ma Milimani kamoro amora ma intie yena mar mondo miar amosi ni misa kenda rwaki machiegni mano mar yudo weche manyien mag ng'end weche nyinga Nelly Achieng ndhine jaloko mar Bella Achieng. Wachako gi mago mabende timore piny owacho mano mamalo kama bende wayudo kanyo ni jatend piny Kenya William Samoei Ruto kawuono ne odhi nyime kod rwako jotend pinje mago mopogore kaachiel kod johala mago madito e romo mano mar Africa Forward Summit mano mabende obagi e kar romo mano ma KICC bore Nairobi enono okenge mago mag dongo pinje mago mag Afrika e yore mopogore. Kopogre kod mano, janeno mano mar Color TV wayudo kanyo ni odichieng' mano makawuono jatend piny Kenya William Samoei Ruto ne oriwore kod jong'ad buche mago mamoko manie pacho kae mano mar siro leka mar jang'ad bura e doho mano mamalo Njoki Ndung'u mano mabende odwaro mar mondo mi obi oriwre kod doho mano maduong' mogik e piny mangima mano mar ICC mayudore e piny Netherlands kocha. Ruto kane loso kod jofwamb weche ne owacho ni okang' mano mabende ochiwno en mano mabende nyiso demokrasia kendo bende nyiso ni piny Kenya nitiere e okang' mano makare e migepe mago mopogore ne uloso kama.
Today, Kenya stands before the international community not merely to endorse a candidature, but to strengthen the cause of international justice by presenting one of our most accomplished and distinguished jurists, the Honorable Lady Justice Susan Njoki Ndung'u, as Kenya's candidate for election as judge of the International Criminal Court for the year 2027-2036 term. In presenting her candidature, we affirm our belief in a rules-based international order, the independence of the judicial institutions, and the universal principle that justice must remain fair, impartial, and accessible to all nations and to all peoples alike. Ladies and gentlemen, the ICC occupies a singular place in the architecture of global justice. It exists because humanity resolved that genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and aggression must never be normalized. It exists because the global community agreed that the gravest crimes known to humankind must never go unanswered simply because perpetrators possess political, military, or economic power. But the authority of such a court ultimately rests on one thing: legitimacy. And legitimacy depends on fairness, adherence to evidence, consistency, universality, and equal application of the law, and unwavering judicial independence. International justice cannot endure if it is perceived as selective or preferential.
Kapo dwarango mana weche makamago, wayudo kanyo ni jang'ad bura e doho mano mamalo Njoki Ndung'u igone debe kod jong'ad bura mago mamoko e pacho kae mar mondo mi oriwre kod doho mano maduong' mogik e piny mangima mano mar ICC mayudore e piny Netherlands kocha. Jopiny Kenya kata jong'ad bura dwaro mar mondo mi Njoki Ndung'u oriwre kod doho no. Ne giloso kama.
There's a lady who said that each one of us is a voice that God speaks into a generation. Meaning that each one of us carries a certain mandate that only we can execute in this lifetime. And Njoki, with your work, even with the sexual offenses bill, you know, you opened a whole world of other engagement. Today, women are seen, women are heard. Survivors, sexual and gender-based survivors are seen and they are heard. They are not ignored. Our government hears. We have judicial processes for voices that were silent before. I believe you are a voice, a very clear voice that needs to speak now on the international stage. And so we will pray for the favor of Yahweh. I like the prayer that you prayed. Indeed, except Yahweh builds a house, they labor in vain that build it. You have a serious political organizer supporting you because, Mr. President, you have never lost an election and we don't plan to lose this one. So you must make sure we don't lose this one. We are firmly behind you. I would be remiss if I do not say on their side, Mr. President,
Chenro mano mar winjo bura mano mabende ne omaki kod mane en jalup jatend piny Kenya e pacho kae Rigathi Gachagua mano mabende ne othichi oko e apisi ne ochakore ayanga odiochieng' mano makawuono e doho mano mamalo ma Milimani Buore Nairobi kocha. Laktar mane mare mabende ne othiedhe mano Laktar Dan Gikonyo mane othiedhe ne ochiwo neno mare e nyim doho no ka okalo kuom okil mare. Gachagua wacho ni ne othiche oko kata ne ogole e apisi ataro mano mar chik kendo nyaka gi sani odwaro mar mondo mi ochule osara mare ka achiel kod omenda mage mamoko mabalang' kuom dweche duto te mane otiyo e apisi kane en jalup jatend piny Kenya.
Where on the 7th of May 2021, the National Assembly approved that bill with 224 members in support and 63 voting against. And in the Senate, on the 11th of May 2021, with the bill being passed by 51 members, 11 voting against and 1 abstention. My lords and my lady, my client, the 9th respondent, brought this motion pursuant to Article 145(3) and in historic numbers, first as required by the Constitution to garner 117 signatures, he was able to garner 290 signatures of members of the National Assembly to present this motion. And when the motion was tabled on the 27th of September 2024 and subsequently debated on the 8th of October 2024, as has been submitted by my learned colleague Mr. Gumbo,
Warango mago weche mago mamoko wayudo kanyo ni gavana mano ma kaunti ma Siaya James Orengo ojiwo oganda jo Kenya duto te pacho kae ni mara kik gibed maluor penjo jotendgi kanyo ma bende oting'o jatend piny Kenya ka achiel kod governors mago ma pacho kae yono mago ma bende gichwalo negi godo chenro mopogore opogore. Orengo ne loso e kaunti mano ma Siaya kama bende ne wacho kata ne oluwo ni kinde go mago ma bende ne ok penj jotelo kata ne ok siem wangi ne osekalo.
I was one of the people who sat during the drafting of the new constitution. And I know how the constitution should work. And I want to say here openly, catch my hand. And Raila used to talk about it. The age where the president was being held like a monarch or a king, that age is gone. Yes. That age is gone. And if you continue to behave as if the president, including even the governor, is a superior human being, then we are not a republic. We are not a truly democratic and free nation. The Constitution says how we work, how we should work. I cannot just shout things in the air and say this is going to happen. It has to go through the county assembly. If you want to know a road is coming to your ward or to your village, you look at the budget that goes through the county assembly. It's a program-based budget. So that goes with the national government. And me, I served other presidents who came here in Siaya when I was a young man. People used to pray and kneel to the president, Mutukufu Rais, tupatie hii, Mutukufu Rais, tunataka hii. That age of Mutukufu is gone. If you are really free people, I'm looking at your faces. That age is gone. And Raila is the one who used to say dramatically when he used to give speeches that people were in the habit, when they saw the president in your midst, then they start begging for this and that. And then the president will stand up and say, hey, waziri wa barabara iko wapi? Umesikia hiyo? Tengeze hiyo barabara kesho. Even with the promises we have been given in Siaya, you better look at the national budget, whether what we have been promised is in the budget. Or you may be promised a road for 12 billion shillings, and when you go to the budget, there's only 200 million shillings for it. I had a member of parliament from Kakamega, who is a reverend, Hamala. He was saying, the president has been in Kakamega saying, oh, barabara ndio hii, shule ndio hii, hospitali ndio hii.
Jatend migao ma ochung'ne migao no mano mar thieth e pacho kae Eden Duale odiochieng' mano ma kawuono ne osidho ayanga kar thiedho tuo mano mar kansa e kaunti mano ma Mombasa ma bende dhi konyo e kedo kod tuo onogo makoch. Olero ni piny owacho mano mamalo sani to biro bedo ka bero wechego mago mag thieth mano mar siro oganda e pacho kae.
Mombasa and Nakuru are recipient of one of our high-end equipment for radiotherapy, the LINAC machine. So we have come to commission. This is one of our centers, and I really want to thank Governor Abdul Samad, a very progressive leader on health matters, that today we are under the donation and the support we got from the International Atomic Energy. We can serve patients over 100 per day. Patients who before used to go to Kenyatta, used to travel 500, some of them used to go out of the country. And it is good that we as a government, both levels of government, we are making very deliberate measures to make sure that we eliminate cancer as a public health threat in our country. Our system is solid, our system is protected. We are engaging that Kenyan, and we shall find out what has happened. But I want to assure the country is that 30.9 million Kenyans have already registered. We have the best AI that protects our data. The data of our citizens is protected through legislation. The commissioning of the Mombasa Radiotherapy Center marks a bold step towards equity in cancer care. It represents our commitment as a government to ensure that no Kenyan is denied life-saving treatment because of where they live. So this milestone could not have been possible without a very strong and visionary partnership we have with you. And today we must take a moment to truly recognize and appreciate one such key partner, the International Atomic Energy Agency. As a government, we are fully committed, DG, to strengthening cancer prevention, screening, and early diagnosis. We are expanding treatment services across all our regions in our country. We are investing in our healthcare workforce, and we are integrating cancer care within our universal health coverage agenda.
Manaka odong seche moko matin to jodak mago ma Emurwa Dikir dhi donjo e chenro mano mar yiero e gwengego. Jogo mabende luto ombulu e gwengego okwa mar mondo mi owuog oko kar rombgi kendo mar mondo mi giluto ombulu. Jogo mabende ochung' atimo mos e yiero makamano okwa mar mondo mi giikre mano mar yie duoko ka osetim yiero no. Jodak makono okwa mar mondo mi giket maino e wechego mago mabende nyalo kelo negi dongruok to kendo moloyo mogik gipogre kod wechego mago mag siayo tulo.
Tunahitaji amani. Amani ni kitu ya muhimu sana. Tunaomba president wetu atufanyie kazi. Kuna barabara alikuwa amelaunch huko Ololmasani, barabara ya kutoka Korkor hadi Kilgoris. Alilaunch lakini hajafanya kazi. Sasa tunaomba atufanyie kazi.
Tukielekea maneno ya maendeleo hapa Dikir, kuna shida sana. Mabarabara ni mbaya. Yaani tunaomba kiongozi mwenye atachaguliwa, tunaomba kabisa atusaidie kabisa. Hapa Dikir ni mbaya kabisa. Ingine, ajira kwa vijana. Kuna kizungumkuti kubwa sana. Sisi tunaomba rais utusaidie kabisa kwa hiyo.
Tunataka tu kiongozi yeyote akiwin, tunataka tu atusaidie mambo ya barabara. Hii lami imeharibika, so tunataka hii lami sasa itengenezwe, ishughulikiwe sisi. Barabara yote imeharibika, road, lami imeisha kabisa. So tunataka tu niombe president hii itengenezewe hii lami yetu kutoka hapa Dikir mpaka Chebole. Hiyo sasa hiyo akimaliza hiyo sasa itakuwa at least. Tunataka sasa tuambie wala ambaye wana control hii mambo ya stima asipotee kwa siku hiyo, kwa sababu inatairisha maisha ya watu. So tunataka hii stima sasa ikue mpaka siku yenye inaisha hii mambo ya kura sasa.
Warango weche mago mamoko kama wedo kanyo ni ringre machielo oyudi e odorofa mano maraboro kendo kelo kwan mago mag ringre ma oseyudi chopo adek. Chenro mano mar menyo odonje dichenga mano mar abich e kar dak mano ma Ole Nairi e Kajiado. Jogo mabende tayo chenro mar manyo ringre maket koda mano wacho ni gintiere kod geno ni gibiro bedo ka gireso ringre kata jogo ma dipo ni pod omoko e orofano.
As a team, we have been on the ground since this building came down. We did recover one body on Sunday, and today we have managed to recover 2 more bodies. So in total, we have recovered 3 bodies from the debris. What I would want to tell members of the public is that the exercise is still ongoing. We have information that there's still some more bodies, maybe 1 or 2, and by the end of the day, we'll be able to inform you on the progress that we shall have made.
Shukuru Mungu pia kwa sababu kumekuwa na dalili ya mvua tangu hiyo siku na leo imeweza kutupatia break kidogo so that at least shughuli iendelee, na tuna hope that the remaining body yenye imebaki itaweza kukua imepatikana kwa muda mfupi. Uokoaji bado unaendelea.
Familia moro egwenge mabu gengi kar chungo bura mano mamatayo ze county mabusia sanito koronitiere kod late banka wod gi moro mabende odak kod ng'ol ne jolala apoya nono eyo mano mabende poko yangi dweche ariyo mano mabende osekalo. Familia no wacho ni kata osebedo ni gisechiwo report ka obila ka chief ka achiel kod manyo wod gi no gin giwegi, kata kamano okang' makamano osebedo kagore e Luanda. Santo koro gi wacho ni gintiere kod geno ni gibiro bedo ka giyudo wuod gi no mana kaka gisebedo ka gigeno.
Nilikuwa nimeenda mahali kwa kazi, kurudi nikakuta mtoto yeye yuko. Nikajaribu kuuliza watoto mtoto wako wapi na mama watoto wako wapi. Wakasema amefuata mtoto. Nikasema kwa hii masaa yote mtoto alipotea saa ngapi? Watu mwendo kama ilikuwa mwendo saa 12 hapa hivi. Sasa mimi kufika nikajaribu nikafuata mtoto, nikaenda nikachukua basikeli kwa haraka nikafuata mtoto, sikumpata. Nikaenda paka sehemu za Busibwa, sikumpata yeye. Nikatoka huko tena nikabidi tena nikaenda paka Nambare. Nikasunguka nikitembea na basikeli kabisa, nikafika mahali labda nikakuta matanga iko mahali, nikafikiria labda mtoto anaweza kuwa kwa matanga pale, kwa sababu alikuwa akisikia muziki ikifanya kidogo huwa anaweza kwenda pale. Nikajaribu kupeleleza hapo, sikupata. Tena nikatoka, wakati huo matanga ilikuwa mingi sana. Nikarudi tena. Kurudi nikasema sasa kama ni kesho nitaamkia asubuhi, sasa kesho niende paka kwa polisi. Nienda kupika polisi kwa Mabatini, nikatoka pale wakanipa barua, nikaenda paka Busia. Nikapeana pale barua na picha ya mtoto, wakaniambia wanaweza kunisaidia kunitangazia mtoto. Asubuhi tena nikakuja kwa Badidu, nikakuja. Hata kuanzia siku hiyo niko na wasiwasi, mtoto ako wapi? Mtoto alikuwa na kile vizuri sana. Sasa nikashindwa. Sasa maybe mtu alimchukua ama alimpeleka wapi? Na kama alimchukua, sasa angeweza kutangaza kwa sababu nilipeleka ripoti, sio ni kitu chochote. Sasa nakuanga na wasiwasi nikifanya kazi, nakuwa na wasiwasi, kukula inakuwa na nguvu. Naweza kuwa hata nataka nikule, wakati napata chakula imefika hivi, naona tu hata ni shida na wachana chakula.
Kama mimi tangu ndugu yangu apotee, siko ile vizuri venye kwa anakuwa juu ni mtoto mwenye tushazoeana naye tu kabisa. Hata siko vizuri kabisa. Naomba tu yeyote atakayeona mtoto mahali popote atusaidie tu.
Niko na wasiwasi zaidi kwa sababu sijawahi sikia mahali penye yako. Sijasikia hata, yani ninapofika jioni niko na wasiwasi sana. Kwa hivyo ninaomba tu mwenye amemuona ama mwenye ako na yeye tafadhali atuhusishe. Ni mtoto ambaye hana maneno. Ni kijana ambaye ni mrefu, ni kijana ambaye ako na miaka 16 sasa hivi. Alafu wakati aliondoka alikuwa amevalia nguo ya t-shirt yellow, ikomo yellow na red, na sweater shorti hafu, mbele kuna box ya red, na amevalia suruali ya black na crocs ya black.
Rumbi mano mar late kachel kod kuyo kwa gweng' moro ni Musikoma e county no mano mabungoma banka gen bende achiel kuom apisaza mago makono mano Pasaka Wakafura ne onegi kod jomoko mabende okong'ere nyaka gie sani, kendo onge gima ne okwala kata achiel. Wachore ni ne oyawo rangach mare maduong' kar saa 7 mano mar otieno, eka kindego mane odhi mar mondo miolo rangach makamano ne omonje kod jomoko mago mabende okong'ere. Jodak mago makono okwedo nek maket koda mano, kendo gidwaro mar mondo miyo jiwa arita kwe.
Tumeona kuwa hakika ameuawa na aliingia kwa boma yake vizuri, akapaka gari, akuzima na akafunga gate, akarudi kufunga gate, anajifungulia na kufunga. Sasa wakati alipatifunga gate na kuja sasa ndiye aingie kwa nyumba, ndipo akakutana na majambazi. Tunashuku walikuwa tu kwa boma, walikuwa wamemtime, kwa maana hata after kuuawa, kustruggle nao, hakuna kitu yenye wamechukua.
Penye dadangu mkubwa amesema it was around 1 AM tukapata hizo masimu. Kukuja tukapata ndugu yetu amelala hapo chini na amekufa. So sisi kitu yenye inatushangaza, kitu ya kwanza gari ilikuwa on, venye alikuwa amepark, alafu geti ilikuwa imefungwa. Kumaanisha alipark gari yake, akaenda akafunga gate, then watu wakamwattack.
Police post na mahali hapa kitendo kimetendeka ni karibu sana. Japo kuwa nasikitika hatuna hata gari la kuweza hata kuleta maofficers on the ground, na timu yenye iko hapa kwa police post ni maaskari wachache sana. Kwa hivyo I'm urging the government to even upgrade the police post to be full-fledged police station so that we can also have a vehicle na hata to enhance mambo ya patrol in this area.
Gikanyo bende madikela giko mano mar mi weche manyien mag ng'endo weche. Erokamano kuom rango weche maket koda magi ibedo kod Otieno Majabero. Riti masani nyinga Nelly Achieng ndhine jaloko mara Bella Achieng.
Ineno Color TV. Color TV